Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us again.
If you enjoy learning real-life English in a simple and natural way, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode.
Yes, subscribe and practice with us every week to improve your speaking step by step.
Today's topic is Talk About Your Family, describing people in English.
This is such an important topic because we always talk about our family in daily conversations.
Exactly. When you meet someone new, they often ask, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?"
Or how many people are there in your family?
So let's start with a simple example. If someone asks me about my family, I can say, "There are 4 people in my family, my parents, my younger brother, and me." That's clear and natural. You can also say, "I come from a small family," or "I come from a big family." Yes, and after that, you can describe each person. For example, my father is tall and friendly, or my mother is kind and hardworking. When we describe people, we can talk about appearance and personality. For appearance, we can say things like, "He is tall," "She has long hair," or "He wears glasses." And for personality, we can say, "She is very patient," "He is funny," or "My sister is very talkative." Let me try. My older sister is very responsible. She always helps my parents and gives me advice. That's great. You added a detail about what she does. That makes the description more interesting. Yes, instead of just saying she is nice, I can explain why she is nice. Exactly. For example, my mother is caring. She always cooks my favorite food. Or my brother is active. He plays football every weekend. You can also talk about jobs. My father is a teacher, or my aunt works in a hospital. And don't forget age order words like older, younger, big sister, or little brother. Right. For example, I have 1 younger sister and 2 older brothers. Another common question is, who are you closest to in your family? You can answer, "I'm closest to my mother because I tell her everything." Or, "I'm very close to my grandfather. He always tells interesting stories." When describing family members, try to use more than one adjective. For example, my father is tall, friendly, and very patient. That sounds much more natural and detailed. Yes, and you can also share small memories, like, when I was a child, my sister always helped me with homework. That makes your English more personal and real. Talking about family is a great way to practice describing people in English. The key is to use simple sentences, clear adjectives, and real examples. So next time someone asks you about your family, try to describe them with both appearance and personality. And remember, the more details you add, the more interesting your conversation becomes. Another way to talk about your family is to describe their habits and daily routines. For example, my father wakes up early every day and goes for a walk.
Yes, that's a great idea. Habits make your description more alive and natural.
You can also talk about hobbies. For example, my sister enjoys reading novels, or my brother loves playing football after school.
Or you can say, "My mother likes watching TV in the evening," or "My grandfather spends a lot of time in the garden."
That makes your description more interesting because you're not only talking about appearance, but also about daily life.
Another important thing is describing personality in more detail. Instead of saying, "He is nice," you can explain why.
Exactly. For example, he's generous. He always shares his things with others.
Or, "She is very patient. She never gets angry easily."
You can also compare family members. For example, my older brother is very quiet, but my younger sister is very talkative.
Yes, comparisons help you use more grammar, like more than. For example, "My dad is more serious than my mom."
That's a great sentence. You can also say, "My sister is more outgoing than me."
Another useful way to describe people is by talking about their strengths. For example, "My mother is very organized," or "My father is good at fixing things."
Or, "My brother is very creative. He can draw and design very well."
You can also describe their jobs in more detail. For example, "My mother works in a bank. She talks to customers every day."
Or, "My father is a driver. He travels to different cities for work."
That's right. Adding extra information makes your English sound more natural and complete.
You can even talk about family traditions. For example, every Sunday my family has dinner together.
Or, during holidays, we always visit my grandparents.
Those small details show your daily life and make your story more interesting.
Sometimes people ask, who are you closest to in your family?
And you can answer, I'm closest to my sister because we share everything.
Or, I'm very close to my mother. She always gives me good advice.
You can also talk about differences. For example, my brother is very active, but I'm more relaxed.
Yes, that helps you practice using but, however, and comparison words.
Another useful question is, what do you like most about your family?
You can say, I like that my family is supportive, or I love that we always help each other.
And if you want to make your answer longer, you can give an example. For example, when I have a problem, my parents always listen to me.
That makes your description more real and emotional.
You can also describe physical features in more detail. For example, my father is tall and has short black hair, or my sister has long curly hair.
And don't forget simple phrases like, he wears glasses, or she usually wears colorful clothes.
When you describe people clearly, others can imagine them in their mind.
That's true. Clear descriptions make your English stronger and more interesting.
So when you talk about your family, try to include appearance, personality, hobbies, habits, jobs, traditions, and small personal stories.
Yes, and speak slowly and clearly. Don't rush. Confidence comes with practice.
The more you talk about your family, the easier it becomes. It's a topic you know very well, so it's perfect for practicing English.
Exactly. Start with simple sentences, then add more details step by step. That's how you improve naturally.
Another way to talk about your family is to describe their relationships with each other. For example, my parents are very close. They enjoy spending time together.
Yes, and you can also say, my sister and I are very close. We always share our secrets. Or, my brother and I sometimes argue, but we get along very well.
That's right. Describing relationships helps your English sound more natural. You can even talk about how family members support each other.
For example, my mother always helps me with my homework. Or, my father supports me when I play sports.
You can also mention funny moments in your family. For example, my brother is very funny. He always makes me laugh during breakfast.
Or, my grandfather tells funny stories about when he was young. Those little stories make your English more lively.
Another useful thing is talking about age. For example, my younger sister is 10 years old, or my older brother is 25.
Yes, you can also talk about how age affects personality. For example, my older brother is very responsible because he's grown up. Or, my younger sister is playful and curious.
You can describe physical appearance in more detail too. For example, my father is tall and strong, or my mother has short brown hair and wears glasses.
And for personality, you can say, she is kind, caring, and very patient. Or, he is energetic, funny, and very smart.
Another fun way is to describe what family members like to do together. For example, on weekends, we like to watch movies together, or we enjoy cooking dinner as a family.
Or, during holidays, we travel together. Last year, we went to the mountains. Small details like this make your description real and interesting.
You can also talk about family pets if you have any. For example, we have a dog. My little brother loves playing with him every day.
And don't forget about family traditions. For example, every New Year, we have a big dinner with all relatives. Or, on birthdays, we always make a special cake.
Another way to describe family is to talk about skills and talents. For example, my sister is very good at painting, or my father cooks delicious food.
Yes, you can also talk about academic or work skills. My mother is great at organizing events, or my older brother is very good at math.
And you can talk about what makes each person unique. For example, my grandfather tells the best stories, or my cousin always knows how to make everyone laugh.
Another tip is to talk about how often you see family members. For example, I visit my grandparents every weekend, or I usually call my aunt every Sunday.
That's perfect for practicing frequency adverbs like always, usually, sometimes, and never.
You can also practice talking about emotions. For example, my family makes me feel happy and safe. Or, I feel proud of my sister because she studies hard.
And if someone asks who you admire in your family, you can say, I admire my mother because she works hard and cares for everyone, or I admire my father because he is very patient. You can even practice storytelling. For example, last summer we went to the beach together. It was fun because we played volleyball and cooked dinner on the sand. Yes, sharing small stories makes your English sound natural and fluent. It's not just about adjectives, it's about real-life conversation. So when talking about your family, try to include appearance, personality, hobbies, habits, relationships, skills, emotions, and little stories. And the more you practice, the more confident you'll feel. Talking about your family is fun and a great way to improve real English. Exactly. Each conversation about family is a chance to use new words and practice speaking naturally. The key is to add details, examples, and personal experiences. That's what makes your English interesting and real. Yes, and don't forget to practice often. The more you describe your family, the easier it will be to speak English in any situation.
And one more tip. When talking about your family, you can practice using full sentences in linking words. For example, my father is tall and friendly, and he always helps me with my homework.
Yes, using words like and, but, and because makes your English sound more natural and fluent. For example, my sister is very creative because she loves painting and drawing.
You can also describe your favorite family moments. For example, I love spending weekends with my family because we watch movies and cook together.
Or, I enjoy holidays with my grandparents because they tell interesting stories and teach me new things.
Another idea is to talk about similarities and differences. For example, I am tall like my father, but I have curly hair like my mother.
Yes, and you can also practice expressing feelings. For example, I feel happy when my family is together, or I feel proud of my older brother because he studies hard.
Remember, the more personal details you share, the more engaging your English conversation becomes.
And don't forget to practice pronunciation and stress. For example, my mother is very kind and caring. Stressing kind and caring makes it sound natural.
Talking about family is a topic you know well, so it's perfect for practicing speaking confidently in English.
Yes, every detail, appearance, personality, hobbies, habits, relationships, skills, feelings, and stories can make your description richer and more interesting.
Thank you so much for listening to the English Learner podcast today. We hope this episode about talking about your family and describing people in English helps you feel more confident.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!